Hello, it's Motivation Monday. Hope you guys had a great weekend. So just to be completely transparent, I definitely need motivation this week. And I hope that as I'm getting mine, you guys get some too. So the motivation scripture for today is going to come from 2 Corinthians 12:9. This is one of my favorite verses. It reminds me just how good God is once again. So that scripture, 2 Corinthians 12:9, is, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in your weakness." So sometimes life can get really heavy, and we can't control some of the circumstances that we go through. But it's good to remember, this verse is a perfect reminder that God's grace is not just enough to get us through the circumstances, but to shine through our weakness. So it's not just that He's there when we're going through the trouble, but His grace and Him shines brighter than all weakness and all trouble that we come across. So when our strength runs out, this is an invitation to go deeper in His presence. That allows His power to fill up the empty spaces in between. When we're not good enough or we're not strong enough, He girds us up and He becomes our arms as we hold them up. So here's the affirmation for this week. Even when life is hard, I am never alone. God's grace carries me, His peace strengthens me, and His love sustains me. Let's remember that this week. Let's say it every day to remind ourselves that even in tough times, He's still there. And that's where He shines brighter than anything that we're going through. Let this be a reminder that God is deepening our endurance and strengthening our faith. Trials and hardship and hard times are for that reason exactly. We're gonna go through them. We all will. So on a psychology standpoint, when it comes to hardships, hard times, tough times, difficult situations, it often triggers fear. That's one of the biggest things that comes in because we don't know what to do next. It also triggers hopelessness and anxiety in a big way for a lot of us. So these emotions are definitely natural. Our body is set up to react that way. God made us that way. What it's doing is trying to keep us safe. It's a protection mechanism that our bodies naturally go through. But if we pair the knowledge of that with faith, we can shift from survival mode that our bodies naturally go to into spiritual growth. Does that make sense? So it has to be intentional. We can shift what our body naturally does to protect us and change it to spiritual growth if we lean into God while we go through the trial. One of the most effective ways to endure trials is by meaning making, which is finding purpose in the trial that you're going through. There's a reason, or there's something that can be learned from or taken away from the circumstance. So let's find purpose through and in our pain. So for believers, the purpose is found knowing that God never wastes pain. It's not a happenstance that has no purpose at all. He's going to use it. Every single struggle can be soil to strengthen when we allow His word to guide our healing process. So it can help grow us. So I'll end with this. Hard seasons don't define you. They don't define us. They refine us. Every tear that you've cried, every night that you've questioned your strength, God has seen it all. And He's using it to shape your testimony, not your tombstone. I hope it's encouraged you, and I hope it helped start off your week a little bit better than it was going to be. Have a great week. Talk to you soon.